Hello, boys and girls in the blue room, it's Inga. I have a lesson for you today. It's a STEM lesson. STEM means science, technology, engineering, and math. And it's also going to be a story about reusing and recycling and kindness and caring. All that in one lesson because of one very special book called Little Bear's Little Boat by Eve Bunting. And my friend Judy Woodworth, who lives out in California, I sent her a copy of this book, and she liked it so much she'd made felt pieces to go along with this book. Isn't it nice that so many people can do so many things to make things come together? Let's get started, shall we? Little Bear's Little Boat. There it is. Looks just like it, doesn't it? She's an amazing puppeteer. Little Bear loved his little boat. Here he goes, getting into his little boat in the water. There he is. Oh, isn't he cute? He rode it all around Huckleberry Lake, and he fished from it. Ready? Here come the fish. Glub, 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 glub. On sunny days, he lay back in it, closed his eyes, and dreamed. And he was happy. Do you think we can make him look dreaming and happy? We sure can. We'll move our little fishies out of the way while he's dreaming. Don't want them to wake him up. When his mother called him in for bed, he pulled his little boat up to shore. Good night, little boat. I'll see you in tomorrow. And he always did. Here he is, pulling his boat up to shore so it doesn't float away. There we go. But then something happened. Little Bear began to grow and grow. He got bigger and bigger. Geez, how are we going to do that, boys and girls? Watch. Here's Little Bear. He got bigger. And then he got bigger. Oh my goodness. Soon he was not a little bear anymore. He was a big bear. Are you ready? And he didn't fit in his little boat. Whoa, Nellie. What do you think happens if something's too big for a little boat? He tried to sit in it as he bobbed on the lake, but he and the little boat both sank down, 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 down to the bottom of the blue, blue water. Oh no. Here he goes. Down, down, down into the blue, blue water. Oh no. Where are you, my big bear? Mother called. Big Bear and his little boat both spluttered up. Glug, said Big Bear. Glug. Glug. They're okay. They just got wet, but he knew how to swim. Bears do know how to swim. But he looks like a sad big bear, doesn't he? You are too big a bear now to fit in that little boat, Mother said. It's a little bear's destiny to grow and grow till he is a big bear. It is a little boat's destiny to stay the same size. Oh, I bet his mommy hug feels really good, as do her words. Big Bear was sad. Look at how sad he is. You can tell by his head. Oh. I can't leave my little boat with no bear to sit in it, or fish from it, or dream in it. It is little boat's destiny to keep sailing on the blue, blue lake. He scratched his head. I know. I will find another little bear who will love my little boat the way I love it. Big Bear walked around Huckleberry Lake. Have you seen any little bears? He asked Beaver. Here's Beaver. Not since you were a little bear yourself, said Beaver. Otter hadn't seen a little bear either. There's Otter. Nope, no little bears, says Otter. But the blue heron had. One lives with his mother on the other side of the lake, he said. I saw him eating berries this very morning. There's the great blue heron. One of my favorite birds. So, Big Bear walked around the lake again and found the little bear. Here he goes. He's going to walk with his boat. Better take his paddle with him, huh, so that he can. And here is Little Bear. I have a little boat for you, Big Bear said, but there is one thing you should know. You will get bigger and bigger till you are a big bear. This is Little Bear's destiny. The little bear listened carefully. The little boat will stay the same size because that is its destiny. When that happens, you must find another little bear to fit into the little boat, because it is also a little boat's destiny to keep sailing on the blue, blue lake. Will you promise? I promise, said the little bear. All summer long, Little Bear rowed the little boat across Huckleberry Lake, and he fished from it. Glub, glub. Look, there's Big Bear watching. Do you think Big Bear's happy? Because he recycled and reused the boat. And on sunny days, Big Bear would stop and watch what he was, Little Bear, as he lay back in his boat. Whoops, we better lay back this way. Dreaming. Big Bear could tell that Little Bear was very happy. Big Bear was happy to reuse and recycle. And here is Big Bear the engineer. He's creating a bigger boat. Huh. Isn't that amazing? Little Bear's little boat. Did you notice, boys and girls, that there were different sizes of bears? Let me show you. Different sizes of bears. There are 3 little bears and 2 bigger bears. You could say those are small, medium, and large bears. Isn't that amazing? Let's see. We could do math with those bears, with small, medium, and large. We've been doing number bonds at school. Let's see if we can do a number bond exercise with our bears. To do a number bond, you need 2 circles over here, right? And 1 circle up here. That's my on-screen number bond. What do you think, boys and girls? All right, so we have, how many little bears do we have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. I see the number 3 right here. This is the number 3. 3 little bears. And let's count how many big bears we have. 1, 2, just like that. Make 2. And let's 2 big bears and 3 little bears. What do you think that makes, boys and girls? I have the number right here. We'll put our big bears, whoa Nelly, a moving number bond. There we go. I like when things are very neat, don't you? We have 2, oh my goodness gracious, 2 big bears. So that's 2, and then 3, 4, 5. 5 bears. 5 bears. We could do it a different way, boys and girls. Which way are we doing it now? What are the attributes that we're thinking about when we put the bears like this? There's still 5 bears, but we have 1 light brown bear, and we have 4 dark brown bears. It's a different attribute. It's not by size anymore, it's by color. But 1 plus 4 still equals 4, 5, boys and girls. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Isn't that interesting? Those are number bonds. It's like organizing your addition equations. It's math. Amazing. All right. Let us talk a little bit more about size, shall we? Check out my bears. Can you see my bears? Well, I have small, medium, and large bears. Do you see them? I have 4 of each. Do you know they just magically appeared? Isn't that amazing? Okay, so small, medium, and large. I'm going to, for just now, I'm going to use just the small bears and the large bears. So check it out. Here is Bear's boat. You see it? Little Bear's little boat. We're going to put Little Bears in the boat. What happened when Little Bear was in the boat? Did he sink or did he float? He floated, didn't he? I'll show you. 4 little bears in Little Bear's boat. That was okay. He was afloat and he was having a great time fishing, and he was doing what else? He was relaxing and dreaming, and he was paddling. He was having a great time. The little bear in the little boat. But check it out what happens when we try to put big bears in a little boat. 1, 2, whoa Nelly, 3, 4. What happened, boys and girls? Where did the boat go? It sank. That's the thing about sink and float. When things get too heavy or too big, they can't float anymore. I bet you can try an experiment like that in your bathtub with some toys in a boat. Small, medium, and large. Brown and light brown. All different things. And then engineering, boys and girls, that big bear, he started to learn how to make a big boat. He knew he couldn't use his little boat anymore. So much to think about, so much to learn, and so much to smile about on this day as we met Little Bear, who turned into a big bear, but a very kind and smart big bear. Thank you for sharing time with me, boys and girls, and our story, Little Bear's Little Boat by Eve Bunting.